Hello FPL managers, yes, we're back again with another video for the Fantasy Premier League 2021-22 season. It's the Game Week 6 preview, but what we're going to be looking at how well we did in Game Week 5. And yes, it's another green arrow for us. It's 5 good game weeks back to back. We're truly on a roll, gentlemen, and hopefully it keeps up. We've not really had that very amazing game week that is going to push us into, the top 50k, top 10k, but hopefully game week 6 is going to be that week. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's get straight into business. So we had 3 options what to do with our transfer for game week 5. We eventually went with getting in Marçal and taking out Digne. So this is how we set up for game week 5 with Sanchez in goal, Livramento, White, Marçal, Williams in defense, Pepe, Sarr, Salah, Jota in midfield, and Jimenez and Ronaldo as our forwards. And how we went about the game week was, for starters, Trent didn't feature, so he eventually dropped to the bench. So Livramento came in for us, so it eventually was a 4-4-2, and Sanchez in goal only had 1 point for us. Livramento had a clean sheet, an unexpected one, but a very welcome one indeed. He had a clean sheet against Manchester City. He got a yellow card late in the game, so it was down to 5 points, but precious 5 points indeed for a very, very tricky game week that had, I think, about 50-something on average. I'll have to look that up. The rest of the defense, White had a clean sheet, of course. Against Burnley, he had a bonus point, so that was a total of 7 points. Marçal, who came in for Digne, had just a 1 point. I didn't expect him to lose to Brentford, but he did at home. And after his huge haul last week, he came in with just 1 point, and I was really disappointed with that. But considering that Digne couldn't keep a clean sheet and conceded 3 goals against Aston Villa away, then it seems that bringing in Marçal wasn't such a terrible idea, and rolling the transfer would have gotten us 2 less points that we eventually got. Williams didn't get us any points. He lost at home, as we expected as well, to Watford. We looked at the previous meetings between these two clubs, Norwich and Watford, but even in the Championship, Watford seemed to have the edge over Norwich, beat them home and away, and I'm not surprised that even in the Premiership they beat them as well. So it was 3-1. Sarr had 2 goals in that game, and thankfully we stuck with Sarr for this particular game, and he brought in those points for us, 15 in total. Pepe had a clean sheet point, but that was it for him. His appearance against Burnley, so just 3 points. Salah was our captain. We had to stick with him. Everybody was going to be captain Salah, so we had to go with the popular pick. This game week, we knew it was going to be a tricky one, so there was no leeway to make any mistakes. So Salah was our captain, 12 points, doubled up to 24. Jota, same thing, just a single clean sheet points. He didn't score any goals or provide any assists. Jimenez is yet to prove us right. He's yet to score. He hasn't even provided any assist either. So I'm really thinking about getting him out of our team. He's not providing anything. The Jimenez that we knew probably isn't the same guy who's playing right now. But it's not like the entire Wolves team is doing very well. They seem to be having problems putting the ball in the net. But I think that's a problem we would have to address later on. Ronaldo scored a goal, and that was 6 points in total for him. So luckily we didn't put our captaincy on him. Would have lost all those points from Salah. So that was how our team played for game week 5. We had a total of 67 points. That wasn't enough to push us into the top 300k like we were predicting, but it's enough to get us a green arrow, so we'll take that. We have a total of 360 points so far. As for our game week 5 prediction league picks, we went with Salah, St. Maximin, Cancelo and Marçal. Expecting St. Maximin to do very well against Leeds, and he did come in with a goal, so that was very much appreciated. Salah, of course, with the 12 points. Cancelo had a clean sheet against Southampton. He almost lost those clean sheet points because Southampton were given a penalty, which was eventually turned over, but he got the clean sheet anyway, so that's gonna count for us. So Marcel with just a single point was the only player who we predicted to bring in points who did not. So 3 out of 4 is 3 points for our prediction league. So that's a win, and our table is looking quite good. We've gone from 8th place to 5th on the league table. We drew the first game, and we won the next 2, drew game week 4, and then we have gotten 3 points in game week 5. So that's 11 points in total. So we're doing quite well. Hopefully we can do just as well in game week 6. We're going to be going with these players in game week 6. Ronaldo, who is going to be coming up against Aston Villa. He's going to be at home, so I expect him to do very well. Antonio, who is going to be coming back in game week 6, and I suspect he's going to be very, very, very eager to get things rolling. He's probably going to do very well in game week 6. I expect him to score. In fact, I'm considering putting the captaincy armband on him. But that's going to be talked about later. Alonso is facing Manchester City. I think he's kind of like a differential pick for our prediction league, because he's facing Manchester City. And you know how good Manchester City are in attack. But I think them not having a center forward is going to affect them in this game against a team like Chelsea, who are playing a lot of defensive-minded players, or rather players who are very good in defense. I don't think playing a false 9 is going to be very effective against them. But hey, let's see how well it goes. Hopefully Alonso keeps the clean sheet, and that's going to be very well appreciated for our prediction league. Livramento is our 4th pick, who we are picking to do very well. He's facing Wolves, and in our team next week, I think I'm going to have to start Livramento, because Southampton seem to be doing very well, at least in defense. They're doing quite well. So these are the 4 players we're going with for our prediction league for game week 6. These are the 4 players that we believe are going to get us points. Ronaldo, Antonio, Alonso, and Livramento. Ignore the spelling on Alonso. Too lazy to change it anyway. So that's our prediction league picks for game week 6. As for our transfer plans for game week 6, this is how our team looks after game week 5. We've been doing very well this season by targeting teams who have been newly promoted into the league. Game week 5 provided a little bit of a difficulty because Watford and Norwich faced each other, so we couldn't really target them as much as we would have liked, even though we had Sarr and Bachmann in goal. Bachmann didn't feature in the game, so he came out, and Sanchez came in to get us just the 1 point. I was expecting that Watford would at least keep a clean sheet in that game, but they conceded 1 goal, so that's for that. But with game week 6 coming up, I think we will go back to targeting these teams. And what better way to go about game week 6 than targeting the weakest team in the league, Norwich. They've been doing very badly so far this season. A lot of predictions are saying that they're going to get relegated back into the championship. So far, they've lost all their games, 5 games so far, all L's, and they've conceded 14 goals in 5 games. Total shots conceded is 80, and that's a lot. And shots on targets 30 so far. So getting an attacking player who's going to be facing this Norwich defense is going to be crucial for us in game week 6. And what better player than Demirai Gray? Because Richarlison seems to be injured, as well as Calvert-Lewin. So Gray would probably be tasked with shouldering much of the chances for Everton, goal creating chances for Everton. So it's best we bring him in before he faces Norwich. He's got Manchester United after the Norwich game, but 2 home games after that against West Ham, who seem to be conceding almost every game, and Watford immediately after the West Ham game, also at home. So these are good fixtures for Everton attackers, and I expect that even if we may not play Gray against Manchester United in game week 7, we will definitely bring him back for game week 8 and 9. So we could get Gray in, but who are we going to be taking out? I've looked at the team, and the best player that we can take out is Nicolas Pepe. He's facing Tottenham in game week 6, even though Tottenham don't seem to be doing quite well in defense, but it's a North London derby, so you expect it to be a very tough game. And with Arsenal not doing very well in attack, maybe best you could invest in getting Arsenal defenders and trust them to get a clean sheet more than your attackers to score. So I'm going to be taking out Pepe. I don't want to take out Jota just yet until Firmino is well and truly back. Then I can think about the Jota conundrum. But for now, Pepe seems to be the guy I can easily take out without taking too much damage. So our transfer for game week 6 would be Pepe out and Gray in, and this is how our team is gonna look if we make that transfer. Backman, we're gonna have to bring him back in. I don't know if he's lost his starting spot. Last season in the championship, Backman and Foster kept rotating in that number 1 spot. But with Foster playing in game week 5, I don't know if Backman is gonna come back for the Newcastle game in game week 6. But I'm gonna start him just in case he does. If it doesn't feature, then Sanchez is gonna come in. He's got a game away to Crystal Palace. So Backman will be our starter. In defense, Trent seems to still be injured at the moment, but there's still a chance that he could start against Brentford away. So Trent, Martial and Livramento will be our defense for game week 6. I've dropped White to the bench, but he's going to be our first sub just in case we need him to come in. Gray, Sarr, Jota and Salah will be our midfield. Sarr seems to be facing Newcastle, and if you follow FPL Salah on Twitter, he does the clean sheet prediction percentages, so you could check him out. Even Watford have a higher likelihood of keeping a clean sheet than Newcastle, so I'm gonna go with Sarr at home against Newcastle. I expect that he will do well. Jota and Salah face Brentford, and of course Brentford are doing quite well even in defense, but they haven't faced the really tough teams, attacking teams so far this season. So maybe there could be some joy for Liverpool against Brentford away. So I expect that they will do well, but my captaincy wouldn't be on a Liverpool player, honestly. So this is our attack: Jimenez, Ronaldo and Antonio. Our captaincy armband is on Ronaldo. He's at home to Aston Villa. Antonio is facing Leeds away, and Leeds have been terrible in defense. They've had a lot of defensive injuries, so Antonio could come in and do very well. In fact, if I change my mind, my captain's armband is going to be on Antonio, and hopefully that's going to push us way up on the ranks. But Ronaldo is the safe pick for now. Jimenez, he's a question mark. He's going to be facing my defender Livramento, and I'm quite conflicted on that, but let's see how it goes. Hopefully he eventually gets us points, but he's definitely going to be leaving the team. I had a plan to take out Ronaldo and bring in Lukaku for the Southampton game at home next, but let's see how it goes. There's League Cup games coming up Tuesday, Wednesday, so maybe injuries could have us changing our minds on some of these players and some of our plans. But for now, this is the team, this is how it's gonna be. We'll still have my eyes on that top 100k for game week 6. So that's it. I'm gonna leave you guys here. Just say cheers, good luck, have fun, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.